Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live somebody. Let's go.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening and good evening. Welcome. Good early morning. Happy afternoon to every single last one of y'all. Happy Sunday. Okay. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys all doing well out there. Okay. But we got some things we got to talk about. Okay. So thank you so much for tuning in, being a part of the conversation. You know, hopefully this show finds you in good spirits, because another day above the dirt is always a blessing. Let's not forget that. Okay. Let us not forget all of that. Okay. That is the most important part of it all. But we got some things we got to discuss. And I think for very good reason. I think that, you know, the people out here talking, people out here putting in their 2 cents about things. And I have got to know your thoughts on this. So I put a poll up. A poll is up right now. Shirt is a little dirty right now. But gotta get your thoughts on all this, because I'm gonna be real. I think this is splitting the room for various reasons. I'm gonna say that, and we gonna talk about it. We got other things too. We are on Riot Watch again. We are on Riot Watch because there might be some crazy things that go down in New Orleans tonight as we speak, because there is a lot of partying going on. People out here in these streets celebrating the win and all that. But we got to talk about this. So, before we get into everything, do me this solid. Hit that like button down below, please, and thank you. Crush it. Do what it do. Okay, hit that reaction button if you're watching on those other platforms. If you are watching on those other platforms like Facebook, X/Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Rumble. Yes, I know it's a late show, but we have to talk about this before tomorrow, because I have a feeling there's going to be a whole slew of new stuff that we're going to be talking about tomorrow that has nothing to do with this. So this is kind of a fun, very late show discussion nonetheless. So make sure you're following on all those platforms, TikTok, Rumble, all of them. Okay, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button here. If you're watching on this main channel, of course, make sure you go to my secondary channel, The Pascal Show Clips. Crush that as well. Okay, crush it. The Pascal Show Clips. Crush that subscribe button over there, because there's a lot of things I'm talking about there's a lot of things I'm talking about over there that I'm not talking about over here, and vice versa. Okay, hit that join button down below, become a member, check out my Patreon, check out my locals, and of course check out pascalmerch.com. We got some really great stuff over there, guys. We got a lot of really great stuff. All right, so go check that out. Okay. We got to talk about this, y'all. We got some things we got to talk about. So the Super Bowl just happened, okay? Super Bowl just happened. And one thing is for sure. Well, one, if you've been sleeping under a rock or living in a cage, or, you know, just out there in the darkness and saying, F it, I'm not listening or watching the Super Bowl because it's all scripted. Well, there was a little bit of a curveball today. And the Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles, win the Super Bowl. Now, here's the thing. Let me keep it real with y'all. I didn't care which either side won. Of course, I was cheering for the Chiefs, but it was a nice breath of fresh air. It was a nice change of pace, for lack of a better term. Also, it shows proof positive, because there's a lot of people that sit there and go, "Oh, the Super Bowl is all scripted. It's all on a script." And by the way, it wasn't scripted, because that was a huge upset. I'm sorry. I don't care that they, at the very, very end, started scoring some points, getting some touchdowns and whatnot. But I honestly do not care, because at the end of the day, oh my damn, the Chiefs were getting spanked, y'all. They were getting spanked. And I was cheering for them. I literally was, but I was like, oh damn, this is terrible. Because, of course, we're all sitting there expecting to know the end to this movie. We're all like, oh, we've seen this movie a million times. We've seen it before. You know, we got T Swizzle up there in one of those booths with her celebrity friends. We got all these people doing their thing. We got interesting renditions of national anthems and other things. Okay, and I like John Baptiste. Okay, but that national anthems was yeah. It was there. It was there. It was there. But outside of that, okay, a bunch of other really cool things happened in the very beginning of it. Okay, I mean, you had Lady Gaga. Okay, Lady Gaga doing a tribute to the first responders and to the people of what happened on New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve night. The tragedy that we all saw, we all went through as a family. We watched it together. Okay, we watched that. All right, we saw all the stuff that there was a lot of different things that were going on, and that was very cool. There was just some things, like, I think, that were very controversial or were up for debate. And one of the main things that we're going to be talking about in a second is the halftime show. Okay, and I'm going to say this. All right, I'm going to say this. I'm not going to say anything. Actually, you know what? I'm not. You're like, no. Say something, Pascal. Give us your opinion. I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm not. Not yet. Okay, but there are some interesting things that did happen during the Super Bowl. First off, why was Tay Swizzle? Why was she getting booed? Why did she suddenly get booed? I'm sorry, we have to do the dun dun dun. Like, what happened? Why was she getting booed? She was just sitting there chilling. Tay Swizzle was chilling. Tay was chilling. Why was everybody mad? So much they were like mad. Everybody was. I was like, damn, why are they mad? I thought she was America or the world's sweetheart. You know what I mean? At least in this universe, she allegedly, from what I hear, is she could do no wrong, right? She's an angel. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't think that. I don't. But the general public will sit there and go, you're the bomb. I love you. You know what I mean? Pay crap tons of money, be willing to not pay their mortgage or their rent to go see her in her Eras tour. Okay, and we have there's another version of that on the other side of the world too. That in the black world too. That's Beyonce. Okay, there's the Bay. People are willing to do whatever the hell they want, or they're willing to not pay for everything. Okay, get things going into collections just so they can get a glimpse of the Bay up on the stage, breathe in the same air, 350 feet away from them, but still breathe in the same air, right? That's my girl. You know what I mean? So it's just interesting that you see Tay Swizzle, Taylor Swift, up there in her room, in her little thing, in her little glass box, looking over, watching her boyfriend, ooh, that's my man's right there, right? And she gets booed. I'm sorry. That was a little bit of a surprise to me. Okay. But I get it. With all the Blake Lively stuff that's been going on, I get it. I do get it. That, maybe the tides have swiftly, see what I did there? Swiftly changed into she sucks. I don't know. But it's very interesting that she got booed. And I'm like, dang, why she got booed? The hell is going on? Everybody just find love again. Damn. She didn't do nothing to nobody. Did she do something to you? I'm just saying. What did she do to you, baby? What did she do to you? Okay? But she got booed. nonetheless, that was pretty crazy. All right. Now, here's the thing, though, guys. Before we're going to be jumping into the conversation here in just a minute. I do have a poll going on, okay, at the top of the chat. I know those of y'all who are watching on the TikTok right now. Sup? How you doing? Salute. You're not going to see the poll. The poll is over. That sounds so weird. But you're going to see the poll, okay, over on my YouTube channel. Go over there. All right, the Pascal Show. All right, it's the same thing everywhere. Go over, check it out. All right. Go check it out. I'm asking you guys what you thought. Do you really think it was the worst halftime show performance ever? Or no? Because right now, we're going to talk about it. We're going to go straight to the meat and potatoes, okay? We're going straight into the meat and the potatoes, okay? And yeah, you know what? Actually, before we get into that, yeah, that's also the other problem too, is that, yeah, Tay Swizzle was Team Kamala. She was Team Kamala. And President Trump was in the room, okay? He made his presence. He saluted and everybody kind of, the arena went crazy, all right? So, yeah, I can see some people booing her specifically because she is a known Democrat. She is known to not like Trump, or at least she's been Democrat as of late. Let's just say that. She's been Democrat as of late. Over the past couple voting election cycles, she has been Democrat. Okay? We don't know what she voted beforehand, but now she is. Okay? However you see it. Apparently some people felt some type of way. Maybe that's why they were all in her face, or, all in unison saying, boo. Don't know. Maybe that was what it was. I know that Trump made some sort of tweet on social media or made some sort of post making a statement about her, kind of making a dig at her and all that stuff. Whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever, in my personal opinion. I was just surprised that she was booed. Because again, I'm sure there's a bunch of people in there that were in that arena that were watching the game that absolutely adore her music and are big fans. I'm sure half of those mother lovers in that arena bought some tickets. You know what I'm saying? To go see her perform. So to me, I'm like, wow, that was a big surprise, right? But let's move on from that, okay? Because I feel like a lot of it's going to be this talk. Now, Kendrick Lamar, who had quite the year, by the way, and I wish, okay, so he just won like 5 Grammys last weekend, y'all. Last Sunday, he walked up and received 5 different Grammys. For one specific, all because of this track that put his name in all households around the freaking globe. And you know what? Shout out to TikTok. Okay? Shout out to TikTok, because without him doing that, without TikTok, I don't think it would have been as big of a song as it was. They Not Like Us, right? Big song. For all the categories he was in, he won. Okay, for the most part. He won every single one of them. All 5, he won. It was a sweep. He scooped up them Grammys. I feel like, and that's the one thing I was hoping he would do at some point during the Grammys. I know this has nothing to do with the halftime show, but just let me cook, all right? I was kind of hoping that he would actually go up and be like, yeah, I want to say shout out to Drake. You know what I'm saying? Because without this beef, this would never have been pulled out of me. This A minor, you know what I'm saying? Like, this whole thing would not exist without this little rap battle that was going on and still allegedly going on between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, right? Drake. Yeah, I'm talking about Drake, right? That Drake. So then he gets a chance to do one of the biggest shows ever. You got to remember, there are people who are watching this game all over the world. all over the world. Let me repeat that again. All over the world. And he's up there, he's doing his songs and all that stuff. Some people are going to be like, that's one thing I think I saw. And I think that's one of the reasons why he's being slammed, which is this. Who is Kendrick Lamar? That's what I think a lot of people were doing. Who that? Who's this guy? I truly believe that that's one of the main reasons why he is being slammed for the worst halftime show ever. That's what I think. Because not everybody knows who he is or what his music is. But I'm going to tell you right now, everybody now knows. Am I right or am I right? Everybody now know what his music is, because now they're going, wait, who is he? Google. Going onto the Googles, going into their Spotify, or they're going into their Apple Music, and they're typing in Kendrick Lamar, and they're listening to all his music. So at the end of the day, even if he's being called, or if they're saying that this performance was the worst halftime show ever, he just secured a serious bag, y'all. Because now all those people are coming in and checking those things out and trying to see what he's all about. Period. So he won at the end of the day, regardless if they say this is the worst halftime show. And I will say this now. Get ready for it. I completely disagree. I disagree. Do I think it's the best halftime show ever? Hell no. I've seen some that were better. Okay? I've seen some that were more. See, this is the thing. Let's just break this down. Because I don't even know if I can show you not even one stitch of this video, because, you know, NFL be NFLing. You know what I'm saying? It be out here. You know what I'm saying? And they comb the internets. And as soon as you show any semblance of any, you know what I mean, Super Bowl footage, they get very upset, right? They get in their fee-fees. And then, you know, that content creator gets in some serious trouble. So I can't do that right now. But what I can say, all right, is that when this is crucial, I think this is very crucial. So listen to me on this. I think it was beautifully put together. First off, I thought the videography, the camera work, oh my God, whoa, was fire. Okay. Okay, now let me cut that really quick. Let me cut the applause really quick. Here's the issue that I see. One of the main issues is this, and this is tough. And I think this is the toughest part for every performer that gets the biggest opportunity of this is the opportunity of a lifetime. This is the pinnacle of your musical career, you as a recording artist, etc. This is the biggest highlight, one of the biggest highlights of every single artist's career, is to perform their catalog of music at the Super Bowl. Okay, so hear me out. When it comes to going and doing this, it's obviously a huge honor. And of course, some people either waive the fee because they're like, yo, I'm just excited to be here, and it's an honor. And some people will go, yeah, give me that bag. It doesn't matter what they end up doing, right? If they get paid $1 million to perform, or if they get paid nothing to perform, it doesn't matter. It's still a great honor. But one thing that they have to make sure, and one big decision that they have to make, is whether they're going to use the camera, do everything, do performance for camera, or do performance for the audience, the live audience that's out there. Think about this, because I still think that, and I know some people are going to be mad when I say this, but The Weeknd, okay? The Weeknd did the Super Bowl a couple years back, right? I think we all remember that. He was like lost in a mirror maze and all. It was just, I thought it was terrible. I don't think it was very good. The reason why I don't think his performance was executed that well was, I just don't think the performance was very good itself, how it was put together, how it was choreographed, etc. I don't think that he did everything I don't think he was making a solid decision on what he wanted to do. Like, I'm going to do everything for camera, because that's where everybody's going to be watching it anyway, towards the camera. Or, nah, I'm doing this like a live performance for all the viewers that are in here. Like if you look at like Bruno Mars, he did his. His was kind of like a live performance. And then the cameras were just catching him doing his live performance. And he was doing it for the crowd that was there. And the cameras just happened to catch the live performance. Justin Timberlake did the same thing. Beyonce did the same thing. A lot of it was, but even Beyonce did a good job at like marrying the, complimenting both. Not only was she like performing for the camera, but she was also performing for everybody out here. Kendrick Lamar's was specifically for the camera. But one thing that was amazing is that the camera was the audience. The camera was also a character throughout this entire halftime show. It was choreographed with him as well. It was very, very well done. It's like they knew exactly where he was going to be at every single time. It wasn't super crazy like a Broadway show. I'm going to keep it a bean. I even said that out loud when I was watching this with my fam. I was like, why does this feel like I'm watching a Broadway show? It felt very choreographed, right? Then I loved how, you had Uncle Sam or Samuel L. Jackson, Samuel Jackson in there kind of narrating throughout the entire thing. The images of Squid Game, if you guys didn't notice that, there were like images of Squid Game throughout the whole thing. I thought it was very, very well done. Like I said, I think it was put together very, very well. I think it was properly executed. And then there was all kinds of other stuff. That's the other thing that sucks about it because everything was so tight. Like everything was so on him. There was a few wides, you know what I mean? But I feel like there was so much that was going on that we kind of missed. You see what I'm saying? There was a few things that we missed throughout the thing. Like some dude threw up a free Palestine flag and got tackled. I'm not kidding, y'all. Got tackled up in this mug, throwing up a flag. But it wasn't caught on camera. Like not on the cameras that we were seeing, not on the broadcast cameras. But there was other things that were going on that we didn't get to see the full scope of, which is the only sad part of something like this when you put a full production like this together. You see what I'm saying? So, I look at it and I'm like, and that's why I was thinking too. I was wondering if the tackle of the guy with the flag was actually a choreographed piece. That's one thing I'm still trying to figure out. Was that choreographed or was that somebody actually throwing up the flag and then he got tackled because he was probably one of the dancers and maybe Kendrick was like, nah, man, you go ahead and throw that up. They don't have to know about that, but let's throw it up real quick. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just wondering if that was a choreographed, staged piece for the actual performance. Because like I said, there was so much performance going on. It was so performative. It's hard to tell what was real and what was choreographed. Right? But yeah, like I said, I thought it was very well done. So for people to sit there and say it was the worst halftime show, I go, wait a second. How was it the worst halftime show? There are other ones that are so bad. So bad. How is this one bad? The only reason why I think think about this. If this was like, I'm trying to think of like a big name or a big band, right? That was doing the halftime show. If it was like, let's just say, what's a big rock band? Let me think for a second. Like Aerosmith, okay? I'm sure they've already done a halftime show. I don't remember if they have, but imagine if it was Aerosmith out there. Yeah, AC/DC. Coldplay has done it before, okay? And it was decent. It was all right. You know what I mean? Paradise. It was cool. You know what I mean? But imagine if it was like Aerosmith. I'm just using an example. Coldplay, U2, AC/DC, any of those would work too. But a band that has a catalog of music, right? An absolute catalog of music for decades. They're just basically playing their greatest hits album You see what I'm saying? They're playing their greatest hits. Everybody in that room is going to be happy with it. Not everybody, but most people are, because everybody knows their music. You know what I mean? Dude looks like a lady. Everybody knows that song. As soon as you hear it, you're like, oh man, that's the song, right? Don't want to miss a thing. Everyone goes, oh my God, I know that song, right? Rihanna, for example, she did it too, right? She was pulling out nothing but the hits, but she has decades of music, right? I think the only reason why people are having such a hard time with Kendrick Lamar's performance is because he doesn't have some decades-long albums of nothing but the hits, and that he's a little bit newer, okay? That's what I think. I think that they're like, wait a second, he's new. I don't know who the hell this guy is. Who's this guy? And you might know the They Not Like Us song. You might know that song, maybe, because you've heard it, like, so on and so forth. This. And that's what I think what it is. I think a lot of people were looking at who this guy is, what this music is. My kid listened. I thought it was very well done. Sure, not everyone's going to know his music, but that have performed. There's been that have performed that maybe some people music. That's here. All right. Hold on real quick. Shooting the Eagles fly. Yes, indeed. They won today. Mrs. and Mr. Steelers, thank you so much for being a member over 32 months. Thank you so much. Hi, all. I loved it. It was so beautifully pro-black. It was poetic, authentically him. Exactly. And I'm, this is why I wanted to get to the super chats, because I saw this in the corner of my eye. So I want to point this out. I feel like this is the other reason why a lot of people are very upset about it as well, especially with the political climate like it's been as of late, with everything being so heavy. Okay. Sometimes racially motivated. I think that there are some people that are slamming it solely because it was very, very pro-black. That's what I think too. But then there's other people that go, well, I didn't feel the music. I didn't feel any of it, right? I just didn't like it because I didn't know the music. I didn't give a damn if there were all black people on performing in the halftime show. I don't care about that. But what I care about is knowing who the hell he is and what kind of music he does. But I feel like it's the same thing if Lil Wayne was in there. Lil Wayne has so many songs. So many, right? So I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that will sit there and go, oh, well, I would have enjoyed Lil Wayne 1,000 times more than I would have enjoyed seeing Kendrick Lamar. I don't know. I mean, some people would sit there and go, all you'd be hearing is, you know what I mean? All day long, I don't know about that. For me, though, it's not like Kendrick Lamar does not have a slew of successful music and successful albums as well. But like I said, I think there's a lot of people that feel some type of way about this as well. Kirk, thank you so much for the love. Serena, yes, her crip walk. She was crip walking. Okay. Cute. And like I said, he took this opportunity and I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to tell you, it's like he took this beef that he had with Drake, and he just said, I'm just about to just douse it with more kerosene today. Today, I'm just going to, because he was wearing he was like wearing an A necklace with an A pendant on it, just totally blinged out, right? You had Serena Williams, crip walking in the corner. You had all types of imagery throughout the whole thing that were just disses towards Drake. I'm telling you right now, he reignited, if anything, the beef. In fact, what's funny is even during the middle of it, he's like, nah, I can't say, that everybody's wanting me to do this song, but I don't want to get sued again. And he kind of hinted at the song, and then he's like, nah, we're going to slow it down for a little bit before we get to that song, right? And then they eventually got to the song. But it's like I said, it was just very well put together. It was very well choreographed, with having Uncle Sam telling him, like, you know, stay in your lane. Don't mess this up. You know, don't be bombastic. Don't push the envelope. You know what I mean? And then and then he did the song, you know? And then what's funny is some places are saying that he didn't say the calling him the P word, but man, he did. He just didn't say the word. He said it, but he didn't say the word. You feel me? He said it, but he didn't say the word. Everyone knew the word. In fact, the crowd was finishing the words for him. In fact, he didn't even say A minor. The crowd, the entire arena screamed A minor. All of them. He didn't have to say a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. He didn't have to say it. It's now an iconic. It is a song for 2024. You know what I mean? And even for a little bit of 2025 until something else becomes big. You know, still very early, right? But still, like just crazy, guys. Like just crazy. Like, for example, let me show you what I mean. Okay, here's a little bit here. Kendrick Lamar's A necklace, okay, is a nod at Drake, which is basically, this is what he was wearing right here. All of it is basically like it was for A minor. Mustard, okay, was also wearing an M. Now, of course, his name is Mustard. He goes by Mustard, but at the same time, though, in my mind, I'm like, he's doing A and A, you know what I mean? A minor, right? A for A and then minor for minor. You see what I'm saying? It just seems to be convenient that Mustard's name starts with an M, right? So, like I said, you know, it's a full-on diss to Drake. That whole last piece was for tailored specifically for Drake. And you also got to remember, you know, Drake is trying to sue this mother love and all this stuff. He's trying to sue. He's trying to do all kinds of stuff. He's trying to slow this man down, right? He's trying to slow this man down. But you can't slow something down that's already happened. The song exists. It's done. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So it's just crazy stuff. But here, real quick, you know, before we continue on and talk, okay, there are a few things. First off, we have got to take a look at this. I mean, you know, this is the craziness that's going on. Hold on, make sure I got this in HD because my computer has a tendency to drop the quality of this. But we do have coverage going on in Broad Street. Okay. Look at that. That's insane. Okay. People out here having fun. Let's take a listen.
Streets. What we've seen in the past, you heard John Paul talking about what he was seeing from the air 2 years ago when we were out here, much like what you were talking about, Sarah, when you were talking about how Highway Patrol will start to push people. We saw that 2 years ago. Additionally, we saw officers in their tactical gear also moving those crowds down. And then from where Chad was talking from further down South Broad Street, when 2 years ago, when we started to see that there really weren't any people left on that portion of South Broad Street, that's when Philadelphia police began to open the streets to vehicular traffic and slowly started to incorporate that vehicles being back onto Broad Street. I don't think we're there yet, but I definitely think we're significantly closer to that than we were just 40 minutes ago, just to give you an idea of my guesstimation of a timeline of wrapping this up. So, but if those tweets that you're talking about on X, formerly known as Twitter, are true, and there is a parade to be had this week, that
Now, I know on TikTok you guys aren't going to be able to see or hear what I'm playing here, but still, I mean, the streets are packed, absolutely slammed right now. And of course, people are celebrating. I mean, Philly is on fire right now. And I don't mean because of, I don't mean it because of any type of tragedies or anything kind of chaotic, but people are, they are out here. I mean, they are celebrating, but let's see this here really quick. You're not going to be able to see this, but I'll explain everything. So stick around. I'll explain everything here in just a minute. Do not forget to put the go to the poll. Okay, it's on top of the chat. All right, and put in your thoughts. This is the one thing I think is very, very interesting and very odd. Okay, first off, before we go into any of the coverage that's going on in the streets right now, what I find very odd is why do people get so hyped that they're willing to destroy their own city, like start riots and vandalize and all that? I still don't get that. Like, our team won, let's screw up everything. Yeah, like that doesn't make any sense to me, guys. It really doesn't. It doesn't make any earthly sense to me, y'all. All right. That's crazy. Let's see. Wanda USA, thank you so much for the love, sir. On NFL halftime posted on. So the halftime video that's posted on YouTube right now as we speak. All right. It has only been up there for a few hours. It hasn't been, man, it is midnight my time right now. Yeah. Midnight my time right now. Okay. It's only been up for a few hours, not very long. And it already has over 1 million views. 239,000 likes. That's insane, y'all. Okay? Because everybody and their mama watching it. On my way back from watching the Super Bowl, I was replaying it in the ride on the way back, literally to just listen to everything and see what was going on, because there's so much imagery going on in this particular piece. I thought, like I said, I thought there was more to this than just like demonic images and fiery, and flames and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like there was some things that he was saying in this image, like imagery wise, that he wasn't rapping about. You see what I'm saying? Like there was just things that you were seeing visually that were not that were captured, and some of it wasn't fully captured. You know what I mean? But like I said, I thought it was, just like OJ said on the thing, very symbolic. There was a lot of symbolism. Okay. And I thought it was very good, but I think that some people are going to not like it solely because of not liking it. Right. Clickbait title. Well, thank you, Rod. I appreciate the support. And thank you for liking my channel. No, it's not the clickbait if I'm asking if it's the worst halftime show ever. And I'm sitting here saying it's not. So it's a question. It's not clickbait, but okay. Everyone's got an opinion. But even so, okay, this has now become a meme. Like that was a dusty snap, but just like that, right? This image right here has become a mother-loving meme, okay? A mother-loving meme like that. That was nice. That snap was good. But just like that, this has been a meme, right? He's like, I ain't gonna rap about Drake, and then he's like, Drake, right into the camera, okay? He didn't care. Like I said, if anything, this reignited the beef. For a fact, man, for a fact he is throwing things. Drake was throwing things in wherever he is. Wherever room he was in, he was probably throwing chairs against the wall. He's like, this song will never, I will never live this down. I will never be able to get away, walk away from this forever. Imagine that. Like I said, imagine a song. A diss track becomes iconic. so iconic that he will never be able to live it down unless he makes a better song right now. He has to do it right now. Yeah, turn the TV off. Man, that was crazy. And then the end was like game over. Like, yo, like I said, I was just like, but even for me, I'm going, this was all catered for him. It was all catered for Drake. You know what I'm saying? It was for Drake. That's insane. His whole halftime show, at least near the end, all for Drake. You know? And it's all because of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh my God. Wow. That's knuckin' futz. But okay, we gonna go with it. We gonna go with it. He making that money, so he making that money. So he making that money. But let's take a look. Let's take a look at this. They say his worst halftime show ever, like I said before. Okay, this is after Travis Kelce was sweeping. He was weeping, walking his way back into the locker rooms after this defeat, because this was a very bad defeat. And again, I say to all you guys out there, all you tinfoil hat wearing mother lovers out here saying, "Oh, the Super Bowl be scripted." Is it scripted though? Is it scripted though? Because everybody thought, I guarantee you, aside from the people that were sitting there saying, like, go Eagles, I guarantee you, every single last one of them were thinking, oh, we're about to watch a good game, but the Chiefs are going to win. And that did not happen. Okay? So it's some wild stuff happened. Okay, so let's continue here. All right, so it says Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime performance in New Orleans on Sunday drew criticism from some fans who labeled it the worst halftime show ever. Fresh off his Grammy wins, like I said, he swept the Grammys solely because of this one song. Okay? And he's got some other great songs. Come on now. He's got DNA, The Stars, or All the Stars are, I forgot the name of the song. All the Stars, I think it's called. I mean, he's got some really great tracks, okay? Plenty of great tracks. But anyway, still, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th Grammys, okay? So, didn't seem to carry the momentum into his performance at the Caesars Superdome as he hit the stage before, the Eagles beat the Chiefs. And, go Eagles, go Chiefs, however you see it. Okay. He showcases lyrical prowess as he started out the performance on top of a car before taking a swipe at his hip hop rival, Drake. All right. Despite Drake recently suing his and Lamar's record label, UMG, or Universal Music Group, over the controversial diss song Not Like Us, which calls Drake a certified P word, or PDF, for lack of a better term. Kendrick still performed the song. However, he omitted the word. He didn't have to. Because the song's so popular, he didn't need to say the word like we talked about before. Okay. He did go on to deliver 2 other controversial lines, including "Say Drake, I heard you like I'm young," and "Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a minor," as the crowd sang along. So maybe he didn't. So okay, how I remember it is I just remember hearing everybody else screaming "A minor!" Like it was so insane how everybody was screaming it, right? But nonetheless, they're saying that he did say it. So I stand corrected on that part, okay? But he didn't even have to say that either. He could have just sat back and just let everybody else say it. Okay. So the rapper had a surprise introduction from Samuel L. Jackson, 76, who was dressed up as Uncle Sam and performed a medley of his hits before he was joined by SZA. Okay. And a lot of people were like, yes, bring SZA on. You know what I mean? Because she came on with, for All the Stars, and then If This World Were Mine, I don't remember the title of the song, but you know what I mean. All right. For those of y'all who actually know his music. All right. Kendrick also wore a big silver chain pendant with a small letter A, another reference to a minor in the lyrics. The scathing diss track about Drake won Lamar a Grammy for Record of the Year and Song of the Year just last weekend. Again, this Kendrick Lamar is riding high right now, okay? Released last May, the viral song that saw Kendrick sensationally accuse Drake of being a certified P word and pursuing littles. Drake denied the allegations in his rebuttal track, The Heart Part 6, saying he was, quote unquote, not a name you gonna see on no SO list. Got to use these code words. You get what I'm saying, though. All right. So then also Serena Williams, like we talked about, she shows up doing the crip walk in the corner somewhere. Okay. And she was once linked to Drake. Okay. And she was sitting there dancing in the performance as well to Not Like Us. Then at one point during the charged performance, a man with see, this is what they're even talking about here. Okay. That he was holding a Palestinian flag. Okay. Tried to storm the halftime show, but was intercepted by security. So I don't know if that was part of the choreography or if it was just some random dude that jumped out from the audience and ran up to the stage and tried to be in this halftime show. And that's a possibility as well. A lot of things could have been happening all at the same time. All right. It could have been a plan by Kendrick Lamar. It may not have been, where a guy just tried to run up there and be a part of the whole thing and tried to basically photobomb, right? Photobomb this whole thing, right? By holding up the flag. Or it was choreographed. I don't know. Okay. Fans inside the stadium saw the drama unfold, but cameras didn't show it to the viewers. Which, you know what? I'm going to try to see if I can pull that up, because I think I do have footage of that. Let's take a look at that, because I think we should take a look at that too. Let's take a look. Let's see if I can find this. Because you know for a fact, everybody and their mama probably sharing this. Yeah, let's take a look at this. This is insane. Ooh. There it is. So let me show this so you guys can see this. And this is crazy. Like I said, this actually exists. So a man unfurls a Palestinian flag at Super Bowl, okay, during Kendrick Lamar's halftime show, chased and tackled by security. Here is the footage. And I can't play the music, unfortunately, but you see the guy with the flag. He's jumping down. Clearly, I don't think he was part of the plan. I really don't think this dude was part of the plan, y'all. But look at that. Him running around and stuff. Then eventually, there you go. I really don't think that this guy was I don't think that was a planned thing. So he managed to get onto the field, but eventually apprehended by police. So there you go. So this guy it was not a planned thing. But we didn't see any of that, y'all. So they might have cut that out somehow, because they're shooting a couple seconds before. There's a delay, right, before they broadcast live, because of how live these things are. Let me show this to you guys again. Take a look at that. And what's interesting is, like, he ain't even trying. He wanted to get caught. That's what it feels like to me. He wanted to get caught. He didn't care. You see what I'm saying? He just wanted to get caught. But he tried that. He tried. Did it work out? Hell no. It did not work. It did not work out for him. So clearly it was not a staged thing. It was not a planned thing. Okay. I'm sure Drake is in his fifis right now for sure. I'm telling you right now, he's probably somewhere running to a studio being like, no, man. I gotta write a song now, right now, man. Come on, man. Dude, I need to write a song right now. Let's do it. You know? Because he gotta respond somehow. He gotta respond somehow. Hamburger. But let's continue on, okay? Carrie rocked a blue and white jacket, black shirt, blue jeans, and a backwards hat. I'm gonna tell you right now, flared. Everybody, every mother loving kid gonna be running around wearing flared jeans here. Just give it 2 seconds. Flared jeans is coming back, apparently. Bell-bottom mother loving jeans is coming back. Okay, Kendrick Lamar put it out there. Everybody and their mama gonna be like, we're gonna get those jeans, man. Those are kind of fire. Watch. Everybody and their mama gonna be watching, trying to get them damn jeans. Okay. Carlo STL just said Kendrick's jeans were straight out of the 70s. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna take a step all the way back for like 2 seconds. Just like 2 seconds, right? I mean, I thought it looked good. He looked good. You know what I mean? It was different. But I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be coming back. It's just gonna be like more of the hood version. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like a hood version of bell-bottom jeans. Flared jeans, whatever the hell you call them, flared bell bottoms. They're the same freaking thing, aren't they? But he brought them back, and he wore it made sense with what he was wearing. It worked. At least all the girls that were watching the halftime show with me, they're like, yes, that worked. Mm-hmm. He looks good. He's rocking. Damn. Mm-hmm. That's what's up. Like, okay. So I guess those are hot now. So everybody and their mama going to be wearing those again. Watch. And it's not just going to be Lenny Kravitz up here. Okay? Make a woman. No, they're going to be everybody. You know what I mean? The most ratchet of the ratchet running around with flared jeans. Just wait for it. It's coming. It's coming. Moving on. Backup dancers at one point in the performance. Samuel Jackson showed up. Too loud, too reckless, too ghetto. Mr. Lamar, do you really know how to play the game? And of course, what's interesting is throughout the entire thing, he was setting it up like Squid Game. Not Squid Games, Squid Game. Because in the very beginning, there's like a bunch of squares and there's a bunch of shapes and stuff like that, like Squid Game. All the people that are dressed that he has, for example, let me pull this photo up. Like this right here. Apparently, there's supposed to be different colors of the Squid Game, like American version of Squid Game. Like I said, he had some imagery. He definitely had some imagery throughout the entire thing. I'm still curious though about this guy right here. He's the only guy. I mean, there's another guy up here with like a red wrap. There is another guy here with red hair. But I was always wondering, like, were these choices? You know, you guys have some colored red hair, and you got to be standing in this particular area. You know what I mean? It just makes you wonder why certain things. But like I said, there was a lot of symbolism in this. This is not just him going up there and just rapping his songs. There was a lot more to this than just what we are used to seeing. Like I said, it was like watching a show, like a Broadway show almost. You know, it was a full on performance. And I think I really liked it. I thought it was different. It was unique. There was a lot of symbolism. There was a lot of things to look at. I think that's one of the reasons why everybody's going back and rewatching it again, because they just want to see the whole thing. But then at the same time, everybody's wanting to rewatch it because they want to relive the diss. The entire thing is a diss toward, like, he's just kind of sprinkled in, you know what I mean, throughout the whole thing. Oh, you want me to talk about this, but I'm not going to talk about this right now. We're going to get to it, but I'm not talking about it right now. Okay. Let's take a look at this. You got Serena Williams, crip walking in the corner. SZA performing, of course, doing what she do. Samuel L. Jackson. And then there were some parts where it just looked like it almost seemed like Samuel L. Jackson wasn't even in the same. It was almost like he looked like he was on green screen because it was just so crisp, right? But he was there the entire damn time, like that. It was just crazy. Like I said, I thought it was very, very well done. I think a lot of people are feeling some type of way because either they don't know his music or they didn't appreciate the music. I think also people are not used to these types of, like, this kind of performance. This type of performance is different. It was different, you know. Usher's okay. Somebody just said it in TikTok, you know, Usher and Usher Eminem was fire. Yeah, Usher's was dope. Usher's was dope, but his was specifically a performance for the crowd. That was for the arena. That was for the people, right? That was for the people. But as far as like this, like I said, it was just a different one. It was just different. It was just different. I appreciated it, you know? I appreciated it. Let me see. Yeah, that's so crazy that a fan stormed the area. Hold on one second. I'm gonna pull up a few things. Let me see what I can do here. Because I gotta be careful with the stuff. But I mean, just, you know, taking a look at some of this here, I'll see. And it's like he put in the work with he put in the work with the camera crew, with everybody. It just was put together. Like I was just, like I said, I was very impressed. I felt like I was in a music video, for crying out loud. But like I said, you have to make a choice. Hold on. This is the full show, but I'm just gonna show you guys this right here. For example, the very beginning right here. See the square, the circles, there's like different shapes throughout the thing, like it's Squid Game. Okay. See those, you know, the X, the circle, the square, the triangle. And then he starts with the Great American Game. You know, like I thought it was. I think that whoever he talked to, he probably was like, I'm about to do something very, very different. I'm about to do something really, really different. So get ready for it. This is going to be a very immersive type of approach. This is not going to be a whole bunch of wide shots and letting me just run across the stage a whole bunch. I'm going to bring the cameras right there. The cameras are going to be following me throughout the entire thing. Okay. I mean, that's just kind of what I thought. Like I said, I thought it was very well executed, very well done. Of course, Samuel L. Jackson, he performs a little bit doing his thing, you know. I mean, just this stuff alone, not more, right? Several months of planning, putting this whole thing together, you know? And that's the thing, Jazz. Like, I agree. I understand. Well, I don't agree. I mean, I like his music, but I feel like I think that that's the problem. There are some people that are just not going to like the performance because they just don't like his music, or they just don't know who he was. That's the problem. He's, you know, at least for, not to me, but to the masses that are listening to him and watching him for the first time, they're probably going, I don't know who this guy is. So they instantly write the guy off and instantly say that this is trash. And it's like, no. In fact, all of the stuff that he did were all of his, like some of his most recent hits, you know, over the past, you know, several years. I'm not talking about decades long of a catalog of music, But at the same time, all the songs that he's done are going to be. I mean, these are the songs. These are some of the songs that he's done that are known. You know what I mean? So again, it just, and I feel like the only time that it felt like it was a performance for the arena, for the place, was right here when SZA shows up. This is the only time it felt like it's not choreographed. It's not sweeping drone shots or a camera following or leading him throughout the entire throughout the entire field. Nah, I think that like this is the only part that felt like old traditional Super Bowl performance right here. This stuff right here. Right here is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the stuff that we always see. We'll see them up there. They're grooving to the music. They're pacing back and forth. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know? So this is the kind of stuff that we're used to seeing. But like I said, that's just me breaking down the actual performance in itself. Okay. I think that, like I said, I think that it was, I think it was very, very good. I thought it was very good. I think it was very different. I think the only person that's ever done something like that was The Weeknd, and I don't think his was well executed, in my personal opinion. Um, you know, and you got to remember, The Weeknd at that time when he performed, he had a few of he definitely had some hits. He definitely had some songs. People were going crazy over The Weeknd, but still, at this same time, though, it's not like it's not like he was out here playing like decades of music. I just think that there's people that are going to sit there and go, "Oh, his performance was better because it's The Weeknd, and he may be a little bit more mainstream." But Kendrick Lamar's song "They Not Like Us" or "Not Like Us" made him more mainstream. That put him on the map for sure. Okay, for sure. All right. Let's see. Ride Rebellion. Thank you so much. Nah, Trump touched it and turned it to poo. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, Ride. I missed that when this came out, so I don't know what you're talking about specifically. But if you can tell me in the chat, let me know. Okay. Wandy, thank you so much for the love. Yeah, 253,000 likes and over 1.5 million views, and it's only been up for 2 hours. That's that's not very long, and it's getting hits because everybody wants to see what's going on here, right? They all want to see why it's the worst one ever. I don't agree. I don't see why it's bad. Upside down triangle message to the elite, maybe. I don't know, Kristen. That's a very good question. I do not know. Okay. I do not know, but that is a damn good question. All right. That is a damn good question. Let's take a look at I guess the celebrations have calmed down. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. The halftime show posting, it was put up 3 hours ago. It has 2.2 million views on it already, and it's only been up for 3 hours. I mean, that is insane. Okay. This is some wild stuff, yo. Some wild stuff. Let's see here. Come on. Yeah, and then some. Okay, no one wants to see that. Let's see what this is.
This is CBS News Philadelphia, home of the NFL Super Bowl champions. We start with a live look at the Superdome. Eagles actually in Center City. The Eagles just wrapped up a dominant win, and the best fans in football are already out in the street.
Seriously, everyone here tonight has been saying this is better than NOLA. If you remember from the NFC Championship, this is my friend Darkchild,
the Philadelphia Princess of Comedy, Miss Darkchild, and you have just witnessed greatness. Look at my city, Super Bowl 59 champs, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Some people are they're having a great old time. Okay, they having a great old time in Philly.
Child, you have been just owning the energy here. Yes. Really just getting the fans excited tonight. You knew from the beginning.
Yes. We knew it. Ever since 2 weeks ago, we knew we was going to the Super Bowl, and we knew we was going to bring this trophy back to South Philly. We got this Lombardi trophy. Go Birds!
And ladies, how does it feel to be here amongst other fans from all across Philadelphia?
This is historic. This is a dream come true. We couldn't make it to the Super Bowl, but we was coming to Broad Street, and we knew we was going to win it. Let's go, Eagles!
That's right. Let's go, Eagles.
I mean, listen, people are lit out there. People are having a great time in Philly. Okay, everyone's having a great time. Everyone's very, very excited, and I do not blame them at all. Do me a favor, guys. I see a bunch of y'all in here. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate your energy. Please hit that like button down below. Okay, hit it. All right. Love to see it go past. I'd love to get it past like 900 likes if that's possible. Okay. So if you haven't done it yet, hit that like button down below. Hit that reaction button if you're watching on this platform as well, on the TikTok. That'd be greatly appreciated. Okay, because your boy is wow. Okay, it is getting late, so I'm going to be wrapping up fairly soon here, but. Please make sure you hit that like button, hit that reaction button, hit that follow button, please, and thank you. Subscribe here, okay? Go to my secondary channel, the Pascal Show clips, okay? If you're watching on YouTube, I have 2 channels. I have this main channel on YouTube, the Pascal Show, and I have the secondary channel, the Pascal Show clips. So make sure you're subscribed to both channels, please, and thank you. Okay, guys? But yeah, people are having a grand old time out there. People are very hyped, very excited.
The Eagles are the Super Bowl champions for the 24-25 season, beating.
I'm trying to see if there's anything. Hold on. I'm just seeing if there's any info. Oh, good God. Okay. I just have to. It's just the ending here. I'm only playing 5 seconds of it, so hopefully I don't get in trouble. But Jean Baptiste, I'm sorry, did the national anthem to start off the game. Okay? He did. And I am just going to, it's just the ending here that's just not so good. Just take a listen to this. What is that? I can't even play the full anthem for you. I can't. Okay? I don't think you could hear. You hear that, right? It's better than Fergie. Oh, it's definitely better than Fergie. We can all agree on that, but diggity damn. And he is an amazing musician. He's hella good. But man, that ending was bad. And I don't think he could hear himself. That's what I truly think. because everyone apparently is ripping him to shreds on that piece too. They're like, oh, baby, no. Oh, no. It's like that. A lot of people are like, oh, damn, that was bad. So people are slamming him for how he ended that. I guess for how he ended the song. And what apparently I'm understanding is that he was like, yo, I was doing it like the traditional. My approach was the traditional, like how you would hear it if you heard it in New Orleans, because he's from Louisiana and all that too. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit of that spice into it as well. But some people are saying like it was not good. Like, but that ending is not good. Okay. Hold on one second. I'm trying to see if I can find. Well, we got to look at that too here. Hold on. There's some things. There's some things we got to look at here. Oh my God. Where the heck is it? Oh, damn it. I can't find it right. Oh, there it is. Whoop, there it is. All right. So there it is. Here it is, guys. And yeah, people are slamming him for this too. Okay. Which is not good. But they're saying fans also are slamming him for shameful rendition of the national anthem. Okay. So what is that? I don't want to listen to that crap. So NFL's fans were left furious by Jon Batiste's jazzed up and shocking rendition of the national anthem ahead of the Super Bowl. Okay, so the American singer-songwriter was given the honor of singing the Star-Spangled Banner ahead of the Chiefs-Eagles showdown in New Orleans, but fans felt that he got the tone of the occasion completely wrong. Well, I just think the ending was bad, just a little off key. Okay, he was definitely, thank you, Lenore. Okay, he was definitely out of tune. Definitely out of tune at the end. He was on point for everything else until the end, but I feel like maybe because you know how whatever they do do this kind of like, you know, in the land of the free and the home of the, and then everyone will be like, boo, or whatever they do, right? At the end. And I think maybe it was so loud in the arena that he was trying to hear his piano through his ear monitors, but couldn't hear it. So he lost the key completely. But he had to sing the note. So he just went and said, hey, I'm going to give it all I got and just, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it just seemed like he was fighting to hear his own notes, fighting to hear the key. And then he lost it. You know what I mean? But people got mad over this. Okay. Taking to X, one viewer wrote, sing the national anthem like the national anthem. It's not a jazz improv song. This is shameful. We've heard so many different, I mean, some people really love Marvin Gaye's version of the national anthem. Some people love you know what I mean? Like there's so many different versions of the national anthem. I don't understand what the big deal is, right? Didn't Chris Stapleton do like a tearjerker of a national anthem? And it was his own version. It wasn't like, you know, oh, say, can you see? Like it was literally him doing it his own way. And it still sounded fire, right? This Jon Batiste's version made me think if Ray Charles was doing that version. You know, it made me think of Ray Charles. Instantly, as soon as he started playing, I was like, that's Ray Charles. This is a very Ray Charles version. That's just how I saw it, right? But it's just interesting how people are looking at it going, oh, ew. Just sing the song. He was singing the song until he lost the key. Till the end. Okay. Another added, I think you disrespect the national anthem by trying to jazz it up. Sorry, but really not sorry. But not really sorry. I'm sorry. A third wrote, this is the worst rendition of the national anthem I've ever heard. So he used this big moment to add his own twist to the historic anthem, singing several lines multiple times and changing up the usual style. Yeah, I hate it. What this is somebody said, I hate it when the national anthem becomes the singer's anthem. One way to sing it is the way it was written. Y'all, I'm sorry, but that was the worst national anthem since Roseanne. Damn. The last note hurt me. That last note was terrible. I will say that. It was not good. But was it Roseanne terrible? Nothing can outlast, nothing can beat Roseanne's version of this. Let's keep it 100. Okay? Roseanne's will forever be the worst national anthem of all time. In fact, you can probably fart the national anthem and it will be better than Roseanne's version. I'm just saying, okay? You have to do terribly. Even Fergie's version, okay? Even Fergie's version is not the worst national anthem ever. Roseanne still wears that mother-loving crown, okay? There is no way Roseanne is ever going to be dethroned as the worst national anthem of all time, okay? I'm not impressed with the way Empress. When you really hope that they would, when auto spelling would kick in right then. I'm not impressed. I'm not Empress with the way the national anthem was sung. Well, yeah, then I don't think you're an Empress either. Moving on, possibly the worst national anthem I've ever heard. I mean, not as bad as the baseball all-star one that chick did, but this one was close. Oh man, you can't even give a man an opportunity to just give him a gold star for creativity, for thinking outside a little bit of the box. He just played it in that's what they're saying. That he played it in a jazzy vibe, okay, in a city famous for its distinctive style of music. So like I said, he was trying to give it that New Orleans, that extra Creole kind of spiciness, okay, down by the bayou kind of stuff, okay? And it just didn't work out. It just didn't land. But everyone's sitting here throwing him next to Roseanne. That is just diabolical. That is just diabolical, guys. That is seriously diabolical. Moving on, there's something else I wanted to share with y'all too. Since, this is Super Bowl talk, right? But of course, Jay-Z is getting thrown into the mix of this as well. They're even saying this too. Yeah, see that flavor. Yes, Monique, flavor. Okay? Just a little bit of that Creole flavor. That New Orleans flavor. Okay? And everyone's like, boo! Come on, guys. Chill. It's okay, baby. It's okay. You know what? You're going to wake up tomorrow. You're going to be alive. It's going to be okay. All right? Jay-Z blamed by fans for Kendrick Lamar's underwhelming Super Bowl halftime show. Okay? So, of course, they're not. A lot of people are expressing their disappointment on social media, basically saying, how dare they bring this man on? It was the worst thing I've ever seen. Right? And in addition, the 37-year-old performing, a surprising figure emerged Sunday night on social media as a source of blame. Jay freaking Z. That's because the 55-year-old rap icon has been in charge of picking the Super Bowl halftime performers every year since his record label and talent agency Rock Nation entered into a partnership in 2019. That agreement designated Jay-Z, who is seen on the field before the game with his daughters, as the live entertainment strategist for the Super Bowl. And in a September interview with Variety, halftime show producer Jesse Collins confirmed that the final decision of who will perform lies with the 99 Problems rapper. In other words, Jay-Z. I hate when they do that. Why don't they just say Jay-Z? But they just want to be creative and all that stuff, and it's annoying. But anyway, although most fans focused on Lamar's performance while venting on social media, plenty were infuriated over Jay-Z and Rock Nation's role in setting the show up in the first place. Time for NFL to fire Rock Nation / Jay-Z. Make the halftime show great again, wrote one viewer. Let me just say this really quick. First off, it's going to be okay. Every year, as long as these Super Bowls exist, there will always be a halftime performance. Not every single year is it Kendrick Lamar. Next year, it may be some big-ass, huge name band. You never know. It could be Imagine Dragons. It could be Kings of Leon. I'm just thinking it could be I don't know, a country singer. Who's a big country singer? One of them. You know what I mean? One of them. Okay? It could be anybody next year. And then everybody will be all up in their fifis about that person getting the gig as well. Okay? It could be Garth Brooks that's the only thing I can think of right now. It could be Garth Brooks, for crying out loud. You think everybody loves country? No. But there's going to be, like I said, some people are going to be like, yeah, I can't wait to see that. And then some people will be like, nah, I don't care to see that performance. And then no one goes and sees it. Those people don't go and see it. It's okay. Because there will always be another year and another opportunity to be entertained by an iconic or a very popular recording artist. So again, it could be the White Stripes. It could be the Black Keys. It could be Bjork, for crying out loud. I'm just saying. Yeah, I said Bjork. Okay. I literally said Bjork. I don't think that would be a great idea with Bjork, but you know what I'm saying? It could be anyone. All right. Every year, someone gets the shot. Kendrick Lamar got the shot. And I'm telling you right now, everybody and their mama, I'll say this, the ratings worked. It worked. And that's what they want. They want people stuck to the tube. They want people still watching that's why you have the commercials. That's why you have the commercials, which, by the way, no one really watches the commercials anymore. Okay. No, you remember back in the day at least when I was a kid, everybody was really excited about watching the commercials. And then everyone would be like, what was the best commercial, man? You know what I mean? Oh, I love the Doritos commercial, or Budweiser finally made a really good one again, or whatever it may be, right? But we don't really do that anymore. So what else is going to keep people stuck to the TV, stuck to that idiot box? Okay, give them a really good reason to stick around for the halftime show. Give them an artist. Everybody was running to their TVs to see Kendrick Lamar. Why? Because they wanted to see the controversy. They wanted to see what he was going to put out there on the screen, and they wanted to see if he was actually going to hold his own. He, I think, did a very good job at that, right? He did the damn job, right? So in other words, the network, the Super Bowl, NFL, etc., all the people that put this whole thing together every single year, guess what? They won. They won this year. Because even the people that are like, ugh, it was terrible, they sat through that mother lover and they still watched it with skeptical and criticizing eyes. They still watched it. Did they not? So that's what NFL's doing right now. They're applauding to themselves and going, yes, because we kept them there. We kept people watching, and we kept the kids there watching too. Because you know for a fact the kids are going to be like, I don't know no AC/DC. Meh. I don't like this. I'm going away. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Kept the kids there. Kids are also the future viewers of the Super Bowl and consumers watching the TV. I'm just saying. They played, if they did all this AC/DC or Aerosmith or something like that, it's going to be, the older adults, enjoying it, sure. But I'm telling you right now, it's going to be like, they're going to see that. They're going to enjoy it. But the kids are going to be like, I don't know this stuff. Oh, mom's drunk again. You know what I mean? Mom, stop showing the leg tattoo. Mom, stop. You're embarrassing me. You know what I mean? This leg tattoo, honey, used to bring all the boys to the yard. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Mom, put your pant leg down. Put it down. Stop showing off the leg tattoo, Ma. Ah. You're embarrassing me, Ma. Kendrick Lamar. Oh, I've heard this on TikTok. I've heard all of his stuff on TikTok. Blah, 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 blah. So those kids stick around. I'm just saying they're doing this for the viewers too, right? They're doing it for the viewership as well. So again, you got all these kids watching the show too. Like I said, some of those comments are like, my kids know him. I don't know who Kendrick Lamar is. It's like, okay, that's exactly what they wanted. They wanted the kids there. All the kids that are watching on TikTok, they want that. All the people that also will sit there and watch the show, the halftime show. And as soon as the halftime show is over, they're like, man, that was not good enough. And then they go to their little phones and they're like, I hated it so much. Send! You know what I mean? They hit that send button so hard it shatters their freaking screen to their phone. That's how passionate they are. That's how badly they want that message out there. Their opinions through their QWERTY keyboard. Guess what? That's giving more people a reason to go and check out that video right now as we speak. It's called magic, everybody. Actually, it's not called magic. I'm sorry. It's not magic. It's just called marketing, everybody. There it is. It's called marketing. That's all they care about. Come on, guys. Let's keep it a bean. They knew for a fact that they brought in Lil Wayne. Sure, a lot of people would be watching it. But that's still one thing I still am wondering about. Why they didn't put Lil Wayne up there. That's one thing I still don't understand. But because he's got a catalog of music. But I will say, picking Kendrick was perfect timing. Huge hit song. It's playing like crazy all over the place. It was number one for a very long time. Then on top of that, let's be real. Grammys it just won. So everybody and their mama want to go see that. And then, of course, one of the biggest celebrities out here musically, Drake, is in a battle with this guy. You know for a fact, everyone's like, yo, what kind of controversy is he going to do? Is he actually going to perform Not Like Us live on the show in his halftime performance? Is he going to do it or not? And then he does it. And in fact, the entire performance is a diss at one of the other biggest rap names out there. Drake. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, the network, the NFL, the committee that puts together the whole thing, the Super Bowl committee or organization that is behind the Super Bowl, they just freaking won massively today. Massively. Like I said, I think that they won massively. It got everybody watching, got everybody still glued to the TV, and now people are still talking about it even right now. Sorry. Yes. So, what say you guys? I mean, that's just my theory. I could be absolutely wrong, and a lot of times I am. Okay, so just, take that with a grain of salt. All right. I am only human. All right. But that is my theory. Okay. Again, I am, he is an artist. He's going to do his performances his way. Sometimes those things, like we've seen, The Weeknd try to do that kind of thing before. It just didn't translate very well. It just didn't work. There's just something about The Weeknd that just seems disconnected to me. That's just me, though. Okay, I'm just saying. There's just something about The Weeknd that just seems not authentic. But that's just me. I still like his hits. Okay. But that's just me. Diablo Mix, thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. Didn't like it, but props for him for no devil crap. That's what's up. That's what's up. Beautiful Disaster, thank you so much for the love. Samuel Jackson, his Uncle Sam, was brilliant and on so many levels. Kendrick has always had so many messages in his music and imagery. Exactly. And of course, congrats, Eagles. Absolutely. I agree. But yeah, he's always had something. So it would be weird for him to be up there, do his thing, and then not see what I'm saying? And not have some sort of symbolism, not have some sort of imagery. So like I said, I think he executed, and I think he executed it well. He went there, he did what he was supposed to do, and I think he did a very good job at it, in my personal opinion. Diablo, thank you so much for the love. 73-year-old CV Wonder would have been fire and more energy. Okay, that's fine. Let me tell you, Stevie Wonder would have been fire as well, right? For us older cats, right? For other people that know his music and grew up knowing his music. Yeah, the younger kids won't know it, but I think that's the thing. I think if they're able to do kind of like a mixed bag, right? Sometimes it's newer artists, and other times it's older or nostalgic acts. I think that could be very, very good, right? I think that would be a good mix, because I think that's fair. Because let me tell you something. I'm not interested in seeing every single show or every single Super Bowl show. I'm not interested in seeing AC/DC type of bands every single Super Bowl. Not at all. I want to see all of them, right? I want to see as many options as possible, as many great acts as possible, because there might be something where I'm like, oh, I don't know this particular band or this particular artist's music, but damn, that was really good. I enjoyed that. Let me go check him out, or let me check her out. Let me go check out her music. That's some good stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, Gen DC. Just mix it up, some diversity, etc. You know what I mean? That's what I'd like. I'd like to see more of that. And not it just be one genre of music, or it's just all like we're just dusting the cobwebs and the dust and dirt off of these older bands and bringing them out of the darkness for them to play for us one last time before they go back and collect dust and cobwebs again. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not interested in that, seeing some of these older rock stars up there on the struggle bus just to hold a microphone. I'm not interested in seeing that. Not at all. You know what I mean? But mix it up. Just mix it up. That's what I think. But let me end this poll here. Wow. 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 So you guys, wow. So over 1,800 votes. So out of 1,800 votes, 65% of y'all say that it was really, really good. There it is, guys. Man. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not interested. You see what I'm saying? And there are some people that are, like, Moni, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to bring out people who can't. You know, it's like let them chill. You know what I mean? Just let them chill. Let them live their lives. I don't want to see them come out and they're trying to sing and you know, pull a hammy just by standing there. I'm not interested in that. You know, with all due respect, you know, like I'll just go listen to their music. That's why we have all these streaming platforms like Spotify and iTunes and stuff. So, but if they're still touring, if it was like the Rolling Stones coming out and doing their stuff, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be cool as hell because they still tour. That dude, Mick Jagger's in insanely good shape, right? But like other ones, it's like, no, I don't. They're not in touring shape or performance shape. So just go sit down. I'll enjoy listening to your music, and I'll remember you when. Not this, you know? So that's all. I think that if they're able to mix it up, give a mixed bag, I think it'll be good and fair, and I think that'll make a lot of people happy. And with Kendrick, I think that he did a great job. I think there was a lot that was going on stage. I think it was unfortunate. I don't think everything was caught on film, which is unfortunate, but I think it was very good. I thought it was very well done. And I look forward to the next year because it's going to be a different one. Like Lady Gaga's version of her halftime show was drastically different to Rihanna's. And Rihanna's was completely different to Justin Timberlake's, Bruno Mars, Beyonce's, Coldplay's. I mean, like I said, there's been so many that have been. Shoot, what was the one where like Red Hot Chili Peppers came out? I forgot the performance or the halftime show, but I think it was who came out? Because there was like Maroon 5 up there. Didn't Maroon 5 do the halftime show at one point? But then there was one where maybe it was Maroon 5 with Red Hot Chili Peppers. But they all have done it. You know what I mean? It's just all been different. Think about this. This is also what's crazy. I was just saying this while I was watching this too, watching the Kendrick Lamar one. I'm like, man, this is so drastically different. I'm like, how times have changed. If you just watch Michael Jackson's halftime show, just watch 5 seconds of it. Type in Michael Jackson Super Bowl halftime show, and you will see a completely different. It's so different how they can do things now. Technology has changed. Camera angles have changed. It is just drastically different. Prince was really good, right? There's just a bunch of them that there's just so many different ones, right? So, like I said, a lot of really, really great performances. They're just captured in different ways. I think this was a very good performance, just captured in a different way. And I think how the camera served as a very important tool to this particular performance, I thought it was fire, right? Yeah, Nipplegate, Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake. Yeah, that was, yeah. No one will ever forget that too. Okay. But like I said, there's just so much. So like I don't know. Every single one is different though. Every performance is different. So I think this kind of controversy is a good thing because it's going to get people going and checking it out to see and watch it for their own selves and say, okay, this was good, or no, I agree, this was trash. But I think this is going to be a good opportunity, not only because it's going to get more people getting to know who Kendrick Lamar is as well, and he's actually going to get that chance to get out there and be more of a household name, synonymous to Drake, if you really think about it. So this is going to be a very interesting year, and he's laughing all the way to the bank right now. But what the heck? But that is the show, guys. It is late. Damn, it's late. Okay, we got a long day tomorrow. So please be sure to show some love, okay, before you head out. Hit the like button. I appreciate all y'all for being here. It really means a lot, okay? I know it's a very late show, but I could not talk about the controversy that's going on right now, and we had to, okay? So hit that like button down below. Hit that reaction button if you're watching on other platforms. Don't forget to hit that follow button if you're watching on those other platforms, please, and thank you, okay? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button here if you're watching on YouTube. Go over to my secondary channel as well. It's called The Pascal Show Clips. Show some love. Crush that subscribe button over there, please and thank you. All right. Don't forget, hit that join button down below. Become a member. Check out my Patreon. Check out my locals. And, of course, do not forget to check out PascalMerch.com. Okay, guys, it's time to get going. It's a very late night, and we got a very early morning ahead of us. So we have got to get going. So talk to you guys very, very soon. Appreciate all your support and love. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.